Okay? Reality TV puts a big dent when it comes to black relationships, white relationships, just life in general. This was a plan. They planned this, okay? Why you think they got all these relationship um, um, reality shows out? Because it's entertaining, for one. For two, it does it does hinder the way we see relationships. And that's why I say, before you say what a man is, there's no representation of a man nowhere. Hell, there's no representation of a woman on TV, in music. None of these things. And I'm not saying there's no real men and real women, so let's not get caught on that bullshit. But what I am saying is this: the world does not cater to what it's supposed to, but yet hold you accountable of when you don't uphold being a good man or a good woman, or being in a relationship, or a family man or family woman, whatever. See, this is the trick that reality TV does. When you see all these women on TV throwing water on each other, they can't get along, they talking about each other, what the fuck you think that does to us as people when we watch this stuff? When you see men on there being the way they do, they glorify failed relationships. There's nothing on TV that shows you what a successful business is, because that's not what they want. There's nothing on TV that shows you what a successful relationship is, because that's not what they want. And you have to understand, these people make millions and millions of dollars, billions of dollars, off the decisions that you make, off your fuck-ups. They make money off of that. They make money off of that. If you look at these networks and who's behind these networks, BET, Black Entertainment Television, is owned by white folks. If you look at what's going on, understand what is going on, and don't get caught up in the color. I'm just showing you it's not black entertainment because it's not owned by black people. But these same shows, it affects white people. You have white people on there fighting and doing all kind of shit. You have black people on there fighting and doing all type of stuff. But what you'll never see is, you'll never see Chinese people on there. Why? You'll never see Japanese people on there. You'll never see the Jewish people on there. So you have to understand who's really being targeted, who's really being affected by reality TV. Look at what they put on there. All degrading shit, bro. Everything is degrading. It's entertaining. No one, if you saw a movie that came on and there was no drama, through the whole movie it was just nice, that's a boring movie. And it's really boring based off what we've been indoctrinated to watch when it comes to entertainment. If there's no conflict, there's no fighting, shooting, if it's none of that, then it's a boring ass movie. But they've trained us for this. This is why you can see negative things get way more attention than positive things. Because the people that own these stations and radio stations and music and magazines and online public, they don't want nothing but drama. I told you, the world doesn't complement good relationship these days. It doesn't. Social media doesn't. Like, these environments are not relationship friendly. If you're a type of person that's a female and you stay on social media, I see some women that are like in relationships that be on social media a lot. You know what I'm saying? I mean, like, they'll be on there with their husbands and hugged up with their families and all that, but they'll be posting other stuff that's like degrading. It's like, that don't make sense. I mean, you showing you in a relationship with your husband and you showing your life, and then on the side of that, you showing some provocative things that I feel is like, it's disrespect. Why would they want you to be traditional? You cannot be traditional, right, when your environment is modern. That shit don't make sense. Or you got people that want a traditional relationship, or they want a traditional woman or a traditional man. That shit don't exist. It's out of sight, out of mind. Most people don't even know what traditional It's not 1940, 50, where your friends was really friends. You didn't hang, like back then, females didn't hang around women that sat and talk about other people. All their friends all got thought ways, and it wasn't that. The men went out and got and took the sun with him. They plowed the field, made sure the crops came in, and then the woman in the daughter stayed in the room, clean, cook. And they don't do that no more. That's traditional. Are you crazy? These people done flip-flop roles when it comes to relationship. You got the women want to be the man, and the men want to be the women. Not all, but a damn sure big majority of them. See, that's the issue too. We don't want to call a spade a spade. Let me tell you something. Let me show you what's traditional. If you came around my grandma as a man, shake your hand, pop your hand.
And we come to you from one of the truly iconic stadiums in the NFL as you get a look at Lambeau Field here in Green Bay, Wisconsin. Tonight it's on to Week 4 as we've got a good Thursday night matchup in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Green Bay Packers.
All right, let's go, buddy. We need this.
2-1-2 teams, each hoping to get back to 500, and we're underway in Week 4. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. They start on the ground with Elliott. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up.
Not a lot of running room there. Not a place to make a cut and kind of exit out because they have everything bottled up. Looked to me like the linemen were taking on their blocks really well and giving up no creases.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Inside give to Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. And they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Off the play fake, Prescott. Open man Lamb, it's complete. And he will have a Cowboys first down. They needed 4. He doubled that. He wound up getting 8. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Taken down at the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. The give is to Elliott. And 3 yards there takes him to the 45.
Picking up 3 yards of carry. You and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get first downs unless you're playing 4 down football. Then that's a whole different situation. But I don't think that's what they're trying to do here. 3rd and 4, though, is still manageable.
Now Prescott. And the throw there going to be incomplete. Not the opening possession they were looking for, especially on the road.
No doubt about it because they wanted to come out and establish a little momentum right away. But now bringing up a 4th down, an empty possession, not what they were seeking.
4th down, Prescott. Open man is Noah Brown.
Good shit.
Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has, the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week. We're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
Matt Amendola now for the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-0 Cowboys.
I need to pause it real quick. No, I ain't open it. Hold on.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one taken just inside the 10. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
Hold on, Playboy.
Speak to younger women on, how they should conduct themselves when it comes to their hygiene, when it comes to their manual, when it comes to how they present themselves, how they want to be presented. That shit don't get no love, bro. But this is the devil's playground. Remember that. Just want to drop that on y'all, man. Y'all got me in the bed, and I'm about to get up, bro. But yeah, reality TV is messing up people's minds, okay? And social media. I'm gonna be honest. If you ain't doing nothing positive with your social media, man, find something that you can do something positive with it, man. Because everything can be used in a good way or bad way, okay? So with that being said, like I tell you all the time, in order for you to be found, you must first be lost. I'm out.
All right, good looking out. I'm ready, cuz.
Yo, what's happening, man? It's your boy Papa Dope. I want to bring something to
I'm ready, brother.
I've seen a lot of holiday pictures with just the mothers and the kids in the pictures. Now, this is no disrespect, because you got to do what you got to do at all. And double salute to the families that's taking holiday pictures that got their family intact, the father there, the mother there, and everything. Double salute y'all. But let's speak on some things. First of all, when you as a group of people let another group of people control you, you will never win. This is what you call servitude. If you don't know what servitude is, before we get into this video, here's the definition. Servitude, the state of being a slave or completely subject to someone more powerful. It's just in this environment that's doing this to control as a woman with machines, as a woman
Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their own 26. They'll begin the drive with a run by Dillon. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. Pass caught. It's Romeo Doubs. And that's good for a gain of 6. And now it's 3rd and 3. Charles, Thursday night game. I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook. Pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
Rodgers going to try and throw on 3rd down.
That's
taken in by the tight end, Josiah DeGuara. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. The Packers at 1-2 through the first 3 weeks of the season. They fell in the opener, got back on the beam with a win in week 2, but stumbled again last week to fall under 500.
And despite that stumble, I don't think anyone's too concerned because they've made mistakes that they believe are correctable. And this is a team still getting to know each other. I'm not that concerned, and neither are they.
Now Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's Jones. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Still 9 remaining on 2nd down. And again, it's Rodgers. He's got the hook up with Doubs. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 38-yard line. A good pickup there at 22. They clearly wanted to come out, Charles, and be aggressive throwing the football, and they've been pretty efficient along with that aggressiveness. He's now 4 of 4 on this opening drive.
Yeah, that's led to a fresh set of downs. I like what he's doing back there. You can tell he's at ease. Feels good about what he's doing. I think if I'm the play caller, I'm reading that. I'm continuing to let him throw the football.
It'll be a pickup of 10 yards, and that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've got to hit the jackpot there.
A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete. After 7-0 on EA Sports. This will be the 8th play of the drive, and it's 3rd and inches. Here's Rodgers to throw. Got his man. It's Bo Melton. And he's going to have a Packers first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
They go back to the ground with Jones.
Damn, angle. Damn, good shit.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Jones, his first touchdown of the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity in that opening, you take full advantage.
Each team has scored 7-7 here as the kick's away. No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They come into this one off the loss over the weekend, but you say if you're going to play a Thursday night game, this is the week to do it.
It certainly is, because you get right back out there. You don't have time to dwell on things. And look, your game plan is going to be a little more limited, but so is theirs. So that's when you just appeal to your top players. Guys, you make plays in this one, we out-execute them, we can walk away with a win.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 13 yards and a first down, Cowboys.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. That's going to go as a loss of 6, and it'll set them back for second down.
I think there's one element that just keeps increasing on defense in the NFL, and that's speed. They want it at every position, and we just saw there some linebackers that can go sideline to sideline, run past that trash, go past people, and make tackles near the sidelines.
And not only near the sideline, but also in the backfield there for the loss. And he'll be tackled right on the midfield logo. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
Okay, didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Prescott now from the 50. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up.
Like what I see so far out of this defense, because they've been showing their best coverages on third down. So far, only allowed one conversion on a handful of attempts.
Got it.
Got it. Their game plan that they've executed to perfection.
That is caught by Lamb. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. They go for it on fourth down, and it pays off big time as they pick up 29. Both sides were holding their breath there on that fourth down play, and the offense can breathe a sigh of relief.
And both knew exactly where the first down markers were. You know the defense is trying to guard those sticks and try and keep people in front, but somehow, some way, those guys found a way to pick it up.
Now back to the ground with Elliott. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. With that last carry, he's now over 8,000 career rushing yards.
All right, big applause. Lots of clapping for this one, right? Think about it this way. Along the way, he has passed Hall of Famer Terrell Davis, and now he's starting to approach another Hall of Famer in Larry Zonka.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line.
Tackling's obviously critical down near the goal line. That was great work there to make the hit behind the line and make sure he doesn't get any further. Did a really nice job wrapping up and not letting him loose.
On second down, they'll run it here. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. And now can they reverse the trend on third and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Prescott. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of two play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything is working pretty well. For the defensive
what's going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
Well, last game he had 2 sacks. Got another one here, picked up right where he left off.
Brandon, he spent the entire offseason working on new moves, new techniques, trying to add to his arsenal of pass rush moves. Certainly paying dividends in what we've seen.
Under pressure, they got him again. Dante Fowler, he's the one that drops him this go-around, and that pass rush getting strong here, back-to-back sacks.
So, Brandon, we've sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And that is how you respond after taking one on the chin to begin this game. Give up a first drive touchdown, go back out on defense, and completely shut them down to force a 3 and out.
So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. And now a low liner. I think he mishit it. He'll take this inside the 40. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A good return there, 17 yards. And they'll have a short field to go as this drive starts on the fringe of the red zone at the 20. First down, Prescott. Throw left side complete. That's Elliott. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down.
Fuck out of here, man.
That's a Pro Bowl guard from Notre Dame, Zach Martin.
Punk motherfucker.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. To throw is Prescott.
Good looking out. Good looking out.
With a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. Throwing, Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got him in. That's Elliott. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
A lot of times the key is just get him the ball and let him do his thing, and they got it out to him on the left side, and he did exactly that. Excellent run after the catch.
Prescott. Touchdown.
Good shit, good shit, good shit.
Two first-half touchdown passes now for Dak Prescott. And the Cowboys will extend their lead here just before halftime. The extra point up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. 4 seconds, all that remain here this first half as the kick gets away. A short kick taken at the 18. So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Cowboys out on top. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
That same game plan.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. Well, not one you see often there as he fails to keep it between the sidelines, and that is a penalty every time, and going to give this offense better field position.
And it's every kickoff guy's nightmare, isn't it? Because you don't see yourself doing this, and most of the time you don't. It's absolutely a mishit, and now your team pays the price. Bad field position for your defense.
So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Throwing is Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
To throw again on 2nd down. Rodgers, he's going to launch this deep for Watson. This is intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Diggs. And the Cowboys are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
As they started that drive, I think they looked at the scoreboard and said, this is a manageable deficit, guys, but let's go ahead and start cutting it down right here. Instead, an interception happened, so a 2-possession game might become 3. So as we get going here in the second half, this could rapidly reach the point where there isn't enough time left for a comeback if their defense doesn't bail them out.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34.
Get on the gas, baby.
They go rallying again. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, 1st down. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's got some space here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Nice, baby.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. They had a chance to limit his yardage, but he was able to fight off that tackle.
So it's not just the responsibility of the guys who missed the tackles along the way. It's all Lebanon defense, able to stop this guy, unable to do it on that play. They've got to find a way. How about his ability to break through and gain that yardage?
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Right back to him on 1st down. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And his guys now an extra point away from taking a 3-score lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude
of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Well, you don't see that often. He just mishit it, and it goes out of bounds.
Well, I know sitting up here, and I'm looking at you, and you're looking at me, and I know we're both thinking the same thing. Isn't it easy enough to keep it between the sidelines? Because unless you're intentionally doing it for some reason, well, that's a costly mishit, and now you put your team in a bad spot.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll set up to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. A quick throw there going to be batted away and incomplete.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. Third quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. Rodgers going to throw. He'll find Aguara complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. Yeah, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Give him a yard on the play, and he's definitely short. It'll be 4th down and a few inches.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Rodgers going to go on 4th down. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
And that's a big pickup of a 1st down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a 1st down.
Another catch for him there in this drive, Brandon. It looks like they're going to utilize him out the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And the Cowboys pressure gets there this time for the sack. Damone Clark in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
He's the NFL sack leader coming into the game, and now that's 2 more that he's added to his total.
He wants some separation from spot 1 and 2 in that sack category. Throwing on 2nd and long. Rodgers, and pressure coming, and they got him once again. Defensive end, DeMarcus Lawrence applied the heat.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. Damone Clark. The offensive line is in tatters as that's now 3 sacks in 3 plays. Back now at Lambeau. It's the Packers who have the football, but in need of points as we begin quarter number 4. Rodgers. Gotta have this one. Throw over the middle, caught by DeGuara. And he's not able to get away. He is stopped well short of a first down. The Packers unable to pick up the first. And that will force a turnover on downs. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got to be feeling very comfortable and confident here with this lead in the football here in the fourth quarter, Charles. And I don't think that they need to score again, but it seems like this offense is just getting better as the game goes on. They've scored on their last 2 drives.
Certainly feels like a chance for them to continue to have some fun out there, doesn't it? Game's already decided, as you noted, so they can continue to play loose, break out some other concepts, maybe run a few trick plays, get other people involved. Heck, even go deep on one of these first snaps.
Oh, Elliott going to be hit. He calls it on loose football. And the Packers pick it up. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
Maybe it hasn't exactly been a run ball, but they've been mistake-free to this point and finally coughed it up. I don't think it's going to cost them the game. They should be fine. But, boy, they're going to hate that, going back and watching tape and being able to say we were that close to achieving our goal of 0 turnovers during the game.
A little blemish, but as you say, still comfortably in command. Now after the fumble recovery, it's Rodgers. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire second half.
He'll find Jones again, complete. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. I tell you, they didn't give it to him much for the first 3 quarters, but when they have, he's been efficient. Maybe they ride him more here down the stretch.
Yeah, not sure it was actually in the game plan for him to have as few carries as he has, but it might play out really well for them now. As you noted, if they want to ride him down the stretch, he should have fresh legs.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Caught on the slant, and it's a Packers touchdown. Boone Melton, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out the end zone there, this game's over. The door open instead. It's still open a little bit, and they can punch his chance.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They've got the 2-score lead. Look, though, they fumbled last possession, led to a touchdown. So while things look good here at this stage in the 4th, they got to be careful.
Yeah, they definitely do, because they've actually brought them back into it, haven't they? They've given them hope once again.
I ain't mad at
Their
you,
purpose on this drive, squash that hope one more time.
116 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on 1st down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on.
Good shit.
That's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense
that section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
The offense on third down tonight, they've only converted once in 4 tries. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. And he will have a Cowboys first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, it totally was. I thought they'd go with it back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward and get it.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Now Prescott. He finds his man complete. It's Ferguson. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 35. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Finally, defensively, they have a little clip to show positive for actually stopping him running the football.
It's been a really long night for them, hasn't it? So they got a little bit of a win there, but let's face it, the vision that he's had running the football has carried his feet into the open spaces and the big yardage all night long.
17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys.
And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. CeeDee Lamb, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Cowboys are an extra point away from making this a 3-score game.
Is it okay if I break one of our rules, partner, which is to never call a game over until it's over? Because this certainly feels like it's over after that drive.
Yeah, that was spirit-crushing, wasn't it? And now you just kind of felt the air go out of the balloon.
Yeah, they were fighting so hard to stay in there, and they knew they had to stop them on that drive. But when they were unable to, I think you're exactly right. You could see them sag on their sideline, and I think this one might just be over.
This is taken just shy of the 10. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second in a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. Micah Parsons showing off that elite athleticism as he gets the sack. So this one will end in a victory for the Dallas Cowboys. And never an easy thing to do, no matter how good Green Bay is, what the year is, to come into Lambeau and get the victory, but they did it.
You're not just battling the team that you're playing that day. You're not just battling the crowd that's in attendance in that game. You're battling the history of the franchise. You're battling the ghosts that swirl around that place that help spur them on to victory. It is an unbelievable atmosphere, the most historic place in the league, and you have to make sure you stay focused on your task. Otherwise, you get easily distracted.
Yeah, hats off to them for keeping that laser focus and getting the victory. So for the Cowboys, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for the Packers, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs.
Good shit, good shit.
Exactly like that. Believe it or not everything on the TV is 100% accurate. I ended up using the name Cupins as a placeholder name when I started my Twitch stream. I knew I wanted to stream, but I was like, oh, I'll come up with a username and some branding later. And literally, Cupins just stuck. But I never really did any extreme